I got a lot of kinks.
I believe you do.
Yeah. That's why we're going to talk about it. And she's going to come back so we can talk about it. So,
I mean, you got like 8 kids, so we know you got a lot of kinks.
Hey, not 8.
Dude, my boy he taught me the finger in the butt trick. So
that didn't come out right. That was wild.
I took it.
Yeah.
A few ways.
I took
knew
it
where he was going.
I knew what he meant, twin, but I took it where you took it. That's the Aquarius mind. We
didn't clarify.
Yeah.
Take it for what you want to take it as, bro.
Yeah, he taught you a trick. That's all. It's cool.
That's why he ain't need no coochie.
Yeah, he don't need no coochie no more. He got a new trick.
Oh God, what did I stumble upon? My dad named me.
Oh.
Word? He ain't want to forget your name. That's all. Anyway, hey everybody, what's going on? This is your boy Pablo, aka Grandma's favorite grandson, aka the Bearded Wonder, aka the Pod Boss, CEO of this thing of ours, SMG, and we are here with another episode of the Toxicology Report or Tox Report, however you want to do it. Like, comment, subscribe. You hear my voice? Go ahead and do it. It doesn't take long. Then watch the episode. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna love it. Next to me, as always, my platonic life partner. If he's not here, I'm not here. Cracker King. Tell him who you is.
Cracker King.
Whoa.
What the fuck?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm here for it.
Oh, you here for it? Because I don't give a fuck about podcasting. Don't like and subscribe to shit. You can kiss my ass. I don't give a shit what you do with this podcast show. If you watch it or not, I don't care. Because I don't give a fuck.
He lying.
Why you gonna have Unknown Journey in the comments again, bro?
He lying.
Yo, I don't bring nobody here. Like, I didn't do anything.
Oh, nigga, you brought somebody here before. Okay, it's okay.
I don't do anything. I just give my view and people come.
And you show.
I taught Pooch that too.
And you show up to the live shows and act a fool at the live shows.
Congratulations on that, by the way.
Appreciate you, sir. But anyway, as you can see, we have guests. I'm gonna leave the lady for last because she's the newest of the guests. Folks out there in Toxic Land, y'all know the bald head man. Okay, man with the little hat. He ain't got a little hat on today. So, sir, long time. Let them people know who you are.
Yo. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. You know what this is. It's a 5:49.
It don't come out smooth no more. You hear that, best friend?
Yeah, I gotta stretch it. I gotta take the stretches.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. You know this 5'9" host with sophisticated ignorance, Uncle Poochie. Y'all mentors, y'all I don't even know what to call y'all no more. You know,
bro,
call me daddy.
You need to stop saying you 5'9", bro. You're not 5'9".
I'm 5'9", damn it.
Okay,
I am
anyway.
5'9" with shoes on.
With heels on, you're 5'9".
With shoes on. I'm 5'9". There you go.
Oh, yeah, all right. If she 5'9", then I'm 8'6", okay?
All right. That's all. Listen, I identify as 5'9".
There you go. That sounds better.
Respect my conglomerate. All right. Thank you.
All right, ma'am. Say the best for last. Introduce yourself, please.
Hello, beautiful people. My name is Ayla, aka Coach Coco. I am a sexual health and wellness coach, and I am here to hopefully bring some femininity to all this masculine toxicity going on tonight.
I don't know about that.
All right.
Well, Pablo can be feminine.
Pablo, are you still a pansexual?
Yes, I'm still a pansexual. I love everybody.
Pablo taught me that too.
I love everyone too.
I don't give a fuck about anybody.
If y'all haven't got the thesis here, I'm bringing up everything y'all taught me for reasons.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. All right.
So how everybody doing today?
I'm okay.
You okay?
Yeah.
And then you got this sultry, girl 6 raspy voice going on right now.
I'm feeling real calm.
Frisky.
Oh, light skin came over. That's what happened?
No.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do. My calmness and my femininity has nothing to do with the man. However, I appreciate a man who brings out more of my femininity because she's beautiful.
That's probably because you got a damn rose and you don't need a man. You're like, shit.
I don't have a rose.
She has a fucking crate full of shit. Okay.
Just know I'm happy.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Pooch, how are you, sir?
I'm surviving.
Thank you for having the shirt on today. Appreciate you.
Bro, I'm a married man now. Come on now.
I don't care. I still appreciate you got a shirt on.
But you told me that.
Mm-hmm.
You normally have your titties out, is what they say?
He sure does.
Because Pablo taught me it.
He came on After Dark with his titties out one time.
Oh, true.
That's who they talking about. It's him.
True.
What?
Yep. He came on there with a robe and one titty out.
And one titty out.
Yep, that was him.
That was me.
You a legend, bro.
I did that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that.
That's when you were on drugs.
I don't remember that either.
There's a lot of drinking going on.
My friend taught me that.
Nah, it was a little going on. Best friend, how you doing, sir?
I don't give a fuck about people.
They love you too, sir.
That white man.
He's angry. Don't mind him.
Because he
always
knows
angry.
He's telling the truth. That is not your persona on the internet, bro.
Literally, I can show you a text message I sent to my realtor. I'm looking to buy a new house. And I said, this is the perfect house. It's in the middle of nowhere with trees surrounding it and people. I was like, I don't want to see any humans when I move. She said, I'll work on it.
So I just need to clarify. You mean just all humans, not all just humans. Black people, brown people.
Not just you people. All people.
That was what I was setting you up for. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Lord have mercy. Anyway.
My kids, I don't want to see them. Like everybody else, like
you don't want to see your kids.
Yeah, they bad as shit. I don't want to see them half the time either.
So for the Lord Emmer, the topic of today will be toxic breakups and the leading up to the toxic breakups and the events taking place during the toxic breakups. But before we get there, there's another story. FinesseTwoTimez. Unless you really listen to music, you don't really know who he is. He just found out that a baby that he had with Nia Love, another person you probably wouldn't know unless you look at the Zeus Network, wasn't his.
Oh, that was perfect timing.
Yeah, exactly. That was a good one. So
great news.
So instead of arguing with her in person like a normal human being, he took it to Instagram.
Oh, like Offset.
Yeah, because it's easier to make her look like shit on social media, so everybody knows she ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
So he posted the results, and then he wrote this. I can love you so much to the point where I won't cut you off. I'll ask God if this person ain't right. Remove them from my life, and in the mysterious ways, things happen, and I never question it. So that means he had doubts going in.
If so he asked God said, hey, if this shit ain't right, get this. Let these results come back wrong so she can go.
He said, I know this. I ain't take no L. I learned the lesson. L can be a lesson. I used to treat women real bad, but I guess this is what happens when it comes back on you. You reap what you sow. What go up, gotta come down. Crazy thing is, I'm prepared. I respect the universe and I respect the game. Everybody that know me know how much I love my kids, know how much they affected me, but I wish you the best. Just gonna kill you with success. The art of war. Mind, body, and soul.
That sounded like he was spitting a bar. Or was it just me?
Yeah.
Oh. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be on the next album.
Yeah, I was just gonna say this is great for content. Like if you were a middle of the road nigga that I ain't never heard of, because the only thing I know about Finesse is that nigga got stacks in the back. Because I saw a video and it was kind of weird. You know,
you sure do.
And so now I know bro got stacks in the back, and his old girl was getting stacked from the back by somebody else.
Absolutely.
So I might go listen to a song by him. Now, personally,
I was about to ask you, if this happened to you, would you have gave that sweet paragraph on Instagram?
Who you asking?
I'm asking KJ. I'm not asking Poochie.
the human in me
Uh-huh.
has two sides.
Oh shit. Look at best friend looking at you.
I'm judging the shit out you right now.
Logically, like bruh said, hey, you know, gotta chunk shit up to the game.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm talking like that because maybe the feds is watching.
Okay.
But the human in me, the real man in me, is saying that y'all probably would see a photo of me like this, doing something like this, if that information came out. I mean, yeah, I might be in an orange jumpsuit.
Okay.
They will be sending me on a T.I. Lil Wayne vacation.
Okay.
If some shit like this came out, especially if I took pictures on the internet.
Yeah, like they did the whole paternity suit, like the paternity photo shoot. He was holding her stomach. He put the sonograms up. Like he was in love. To find out that wasn't his. But I'm just want to get y'all opinion. I'm gonna tell you what she said in response to that. She has a response. Best friend, I know how you feel, but go ahead and tell the world how you feel if that were to ever happen.
First of all, fuck that bitch. I would have been like, fuck this skank ass whore. I would have put a picture of her. I would have cleared up all the dirt I had in my house, and I would have like Poochie. I would have called the feds or somebody on her and like got that bitch locked up. She would have been having that kid in jail.
so something going down. He ain't lying, y'all. He ain't lying. Note on the car.
Miss Ayla.
Inside.
Miss Ayla.
Yes.
How do you feel about this situation here? That was the right way to do it, right?
My first question.
If that was your brother and that happened to him, that's the right way to do it?
Hold on. So my question, I have a question.
Okay.
Would we have known that this child wasn't his had he not told us?
No.
So him telling us is the reason why we know. We were invited in the group chat because he decided.
Because she was uncertain. Because I'm gonna tell you why this happened. She was uncertain, but he found out, and that's why everybody know.
Oh, the baby light skin.
So she was uncertain. They had a private conversation about her uncertainty. He decided to get the test, and because he was so hurt that it wasn't his, he decided to blast her, but then acting like he's not really blasting her.
He's taking the high road, so everybody be like,
he's taking the high road.
It's content.
But nobody asked him for this information.
Not a soul.
Not a soul.
And she already confirmed with him that she wasn't sure in the first fucking place.
Can I
go ahead before I play this video?
If it was my brother, I would tell him not to do no fuck shit like that. And to bow out of that situation gracefully. Like it is what it is. If you don't plan on being with this woman, then that's it. Because if he turns around and he decides to still be with her because he's low-key writing a love letter / whatever in the midst of it, however, his ego, he think he's gonna both of them look stupid. Well, she honestly, for me, she doesn't, because she already explained that to him. But he looks weird to me. It's given Offset and Cardi B had all of these views and people talking about them for days, and I got some juice and I need people to start talking about me.
Yeah.
But that's my little rant about that.
Okay. Here she go.
Cardi a whore too.
And I want to go celebrate with my friends, but he's the type of person, he just wasn't feeling that. Like he just didn't want me to go outside. So anyway, long story short, we broke up because of that. And I went on by my business. We was not together for a good, I want to say like
knew it.
A good 2 weeks or something like that.
2 weeks.
We got back together. But in that time, I was doing my own thing. I was single. You know, I was doing my own thing with an ex of mine. So that's why I say in the messages that they kept posting on all social media, that's what I meant when I said I didn't know, because I didn't know. I know what I did with that person, and I knew that in my mind, I'm like, okay, so this my like this, you know, this Rick baby. I'm not down there to my mom because I know what happened with, you know, the other person I was with.
Can I just say, if anybody watching this,
2 weeks.
Anybody watching this, and I want to just admit this out loud. I just hate how right best friend be sometimes.
I'm trying to tell you.
And the thing is that I don't even argue with bruh. Did anyone know this? I was like, yeah, you know, I nicely said what best friend just echoed, and you know, for the melanin lacking in his skin, I feel like he can just say that. But bro, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Doing me.
Most good women wait a month at least to have sex.
Well, this is my
2 weeks.
Let me piggyback off what Ayla said, and this is the only point I wanted to say last time, is that as a man, shamefully, we got to bring back shame, dog. If
that's what he tried to do.
If your old lady was getting bust down
by her ex, not even another nigga, it's her ex.
Oh, wait. So she stepped out with her ex within the 2 weeks?
Yes.
I mean, she was
already still talking to that nigga.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm so disturbed for the look. What's the generation after the Generation Z? What the
I don't know.
Generation Alpha. I am sorry. I am sorry, Generation Alpha. Because men out here embarrassing the fuck out of themselves. That woman basically played the player role. I'm more okay with what she talking about than when he talking about putting this shit out here. Because, bruh, you claimed, man, that was getting bust down 2 weeks after y'all broke up.
And you knew it.
She said, I wasn't sure, but I know it's yours.
But
how you say you wasn't sure, but you know it's his?
But Pablo,
because in her mind, she probably, you know, they had the pull-out method, or he did use a condom.
Absolutely. No, here's my thing. On to Ayla's point, right? Okay, I'm gonna play devil's advocate as a man being a woman. I don't know if that shit makes sense. But in a motherfucker in this situation, she knows she wanted that baby to be bruh's.
Yeah.
So that's what she meant. And that's why I'm tight. Because I'm like, bruh, you fucking with a woman who got that type of mindset. It's cool, player. Whatever you like is what you like. Right. But then getting on the internet and basically asking us for sympathy. Because
I put it in the universe, and the universe is going to take people away from it.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
No.
Okay.
Yo, and you know she let the fake baby daddy tongue her down and lick that up all the next day, everything. Like, I'd be super, bro. I remember the lady that got hit by a brick walking across the street, and she tried to play that'd have been her. I'd have hit her with a brick right in her face.
See what I'm saying? They're like a melanin in his skin and makes that okay.
Yeah, that lady didn't get hit with a brick in real life, right?
Yeah, she hit herself. Nobody hit her.
Yeah. But I would have hit this lady. There would have been no fakeness.
But again, to my point, I hate how much best friend be right. Because from the jump, it's like no matter how you kind of shape it, right? Finesse chose a loosey goosey.
He did.
And you know, as my granddaddy used to say, know what you got and move accordingly. You got on the internet and tried to shame somebody. You know what you got? Nigga,
she said it. Like,
you knew what you got back.
Okay, so the part that really messes me up is she wanted to go out. He said no, so they broke up.
I mean, she was looking for an excuse to break up so she can go get
this is all premeditated.
So nobody, I mean, besides best friend, probably need to answer this question honestly. But in the midst of breaking up with somebody, I'm not gonna say I'm fucking Deuce Bigelow, Mel Gigolo, but if I can get in them cheeks in 2 weeks, best believe I was probably cracking that ass.
No, so you're misinterpreting what she's saying. She's saying that they were broken up for 2 weeks.
Yeah, see how many times they had sex.
Homeboy was in them cheeks the day after they broke up. It wasn't 2 weeks. It was next day.
No. I said it. I said within 2 weeks. So
yeah,
we broke up.
Well, I'm clarifying that she's a whore, so it was next day.
It could look, best friend. It could have been the first day or the 14th day. It don't fucking matter.
It could have been the first and the 14th day.
Like, listen, let me say what that shit called the libido stage or libido stage, whatever the shit called. Like,
what's that called?
It's called the libido stage.
I don't know, man. Please tell me.
Yeah, that's why we need the professional on here, so she can break it down.
So let me say this real quick, because as being the woman, I have.
You better not take up for her. I promise you.
No, I have two sides to this. So I have the side. Now, had I not known the story, I would have been like, well, maybe she was, because sometimes we talked about this last night, how people get so upset or frustrated in a situation, and they get so upset that the first thing that they do is go after something to feel something. So she decided to go to somebody familiar that she knows is going to give her the time, the space, and the energy. So she went to the ex. Hold on. That's one side to the story. But now that I'm hearing the fact that they broke up, she got mad. So she basically broke up with him because he did not let her go out. They had an argument, whatever the case may be. What it sounds like to me, and for that close of a time, she wasn't really in heartbreak. It sounded like she was already messing with the ex. Her and the ex already had some type of history going on where they meet up, link up, blah, 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 because it's too soon. If she was that upset in that situation, and they're young, so it's like, it's real hard to process young trauma and emotions where you can think in a logical space and say, you know what, I broke up. Let's try to figure this out. Let's try to make this make sense, as opposed to fuck that nigga. We outside tonight, yo. Like, cause that's exactly what that was.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna break it down even further for you and tell you how smart I am.
Oh shit.
So I'm gonna tell you why it was her fault altogether. So they broke up, right? She said for about 2 weeks. That means she was on her time of the month when they broke up. So she was probably being a bitch, because about 2 weeks after that is when you ovulate. So she was on her time of the month, was a bitch because they couldn't go out, broke up with him, had her little fucking emotions, hit up her man or ex-man and was like, this dude treated me like shit. Like, I was going to drop the other word right here. But and then went to him and then ovulated and got pregnant. So it was all her fault. Case proved. Right there.
I 100% support that message.
I won't support that message because some women don't ovulate like that.
Yeah, some people don't. But she did.
Some women don't ovulate in that space like that. Sometimes you can ovulate while you're on your cycle, and she could be having sex while she on her period. Like, you don't know what this girl got.
But you ain't getting pregnant while you're on your cycle.
Yeah, my love, you can get pregnant while you're on your cycle.
He don't touch women on their cycle anyway, so it don't matter.
Chances of you getting
pregnant, he doesn't like his hot dog with ketchup on it.
Yeah, he don't like none of that.
Chances of you getting pregnant on your cycle is the chances of me making out with Uncle Poochie. Very slim to none.
But they have they're already connected. So that's already a familiar feel.
Oh yeah,
he's a familiar feel. He's a familiar. He might be the dude that she randomly goes to, especially when you're young. Everybody had that, where they was messing around with somebody, and you knew this person you can hit up whenever you wanted to.
You had one of those, Pooch?
I cannot confirm or deny that message.
Let that man stay happily married.
Yeah, let him stay happily married.
Ask me if I got one of them. I got about 8 of them.
But I will say
I'm
this.
Sure you do.
I definitely support both messages on both sides for best friend and Ayla. As here's my point and my only opinion on it. How mad was you at this nigga that you need to go fuck somebody else?
That's the part.
I'm just like, bro, Ayla said it. Okay, youth. All right, because clearly there's some young nigga shit. Respectfully, I'm imagining. I am not the oldest nigga, but I am not the youngest nigga. And I'm just saying, when me and my lady Nate have disagreements, I have learned that I'm gonna fuck somebody else is not the answer. So how mad were you at me?
It's premeditated. She was going in thinking, I'm fucking something.
She was already fucking him. Yeah. And then when they broke up, it just like opened up that door even wider now, because she ain't have to explain nothing to nobody.
Yep.
All right.
All right. So moral of the story is she a whore.
Yeah. So I have a question. FinesseTwoTimez is your cousin, right?
Cursing him out.
You see,
cursing him out.
The photo shoot.
Cursing
You've been to the baby shower.
Cursing him out.
You find out cuz
gift.
Cuz put it. Yeah, you bought them a gift for the baby shower. You probably got them a diaper genie, right?
Beating his ass.
Right. Then you see cuz on social media talking about
fuck out.
I'm not going to hate you. I'm just going to just move you away from my life. How do y'all feel?
I'm gonna ask my cousin, what the fuck is you on, Joe? Like straight like that. Like, what do you do? Like, then I can't be the calm cousin because I'm usually trying to be, but I'm gonna be the one.
You're already messing up. Because now the police are looking at you because you're like, how you doing? Then when the police come, they're gonna be like, oh, well, she was asking how I was doing. What I would do is I'd make something bad happen to her, and then I'd go to him like, yo, you hear what happened to old shorty down there? Like your girl?
Oh, no. I'm not coming for the girl at all. If this was my male cousin and he posting some shit, I'm coming for him. Why are you doing that? But then because that's my male cousin and I know how my cousins operate. Now this is from my perspective. I'm gonna be like, how many hoes you got now? And he would be like, cuz look at my deal. Look at it's going up.
That's respectfully, I can respect that. That's what I feel like Finesse was trying to say. But let me just back this the fuck up for perspective. Again, bro, you got on the internet and told us a girl you wasted money on.
Wasted money on.
Cousin. I bought a gift.
Yep. You got some diapers from me.
And so I'm gonna just take this left field for just a second, right? Because Finesse is a musician and entertainer, right? So when you doing that type of shit, you already certified kind of a weirdo, not like in a bad way, because you just a creative in the musician space.
The creative mind is different.
Exactly. Yeah, right. So I'm already kind of probably feeling like my cousin Finesse. I'm happy for his success, but he a little different. He out there in the mean streets in San Diego. Ain't that right, best friend? So I'm already not that pressed, but what I'm gonna say is this, right? Don't embarrass my family like this, bro. Get your ass off the internet like this, dog. Fuck you doing, man. Like at a certain point, and that's what I said about saying sorry to Generation Alpha. Like I don't really try to think about affecting kids as a future because I ain't got no kids, but I do try to make sure what I'm putting out in the world, the little 20-year-olds that's gonna come 20 years from now, don't use me as the example, being like, well, went on the gram and was like, man, I love you, but I hate you, but I still dated you. No, I don't want to be the Jackie Robinson in that situation. Sorry.
Okay. Best friend, that's your cousin. What's up?
Bro, the problem is one of these dumbass people are going to be the president one day, these young ass alpha, whatever they are. But like you know me. Like you've been in
political views from best friend.
Bro, you've been in situations where you've got your heart broke and I said fuck that bitch. Like whatever. So it's
didn't I tell you, Ayla? Did I tell you that's what he said?
Yeah, you definitely
literally, I'm not changing my. I would be like, yo, do not do that to yourself. Like, fuck her. Go out. Like, do what you gotta do tonight. I'll hook you up with whatever. Like, I would be so heated if somebody showed that kind of emotion in a case where I can see if you and your baby mama split up and it was your child and you were upset and you were putting these out there and you were like trying to be better and do right, whatever, to get your family back. This ain't your family. She don't care about you. That baby ain't yours. You got no attachment. Shit, I'll tell you the flat out truth right now. My oldest son came home and was like, hey, pregnant, boom, boom, boom. Everybody's happy for him. Baby came out black.
Sure did.
You can't tell my complexion. My oldest son.
Right? He sure did. Yeah.
It's one of those things where
we were praying though. We were praying for him.
We were praying, but my family all came to me and was like, you got to be the one. You got to talk to him, right? But it's one of those things where it's like sometimes people just need tough love and the hard truth up front. And then, family's family. You guys will work it out and, get over it. After, I'm sure once all that's,
Yeah.
If that was my cousin, I'm probably going over there. I'm like, yo, take this shit off, bro. Like, Like,
that's why they need to get back into doing.
I'm
I
not
don't
even
know
gonna
if
do
they
that. I'm
still
reporting
do
it
it.
for some shit. I'm just gonna go on there and report. I'm like, yo, this shit's offensive, whatever, scam.
My cousin got hacked. It's not him.
Right. That's not really.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
That whole
thing. We have another video.
I do that to people now. Friends of mine that post stupid stuff.
Does.
I report that shit all the time. I'm like, this is stupid.
So, all right, before we move on, because he posted the paragraph before she made the video. Are you mad with just the paragraph, or you don't get mad until her excuse?
I was mad at that paragraph.
Okay.
And that's because nobody asked for this information. I'm going to keep saying that nobody knew this was going on.
You're making yourself look dumb.
Us. Shade Room didn't come with the results. Nobody brought this to the attention of the people. You did that.
And then the Shade Room's like, ooh, let me take this and let me put this over here.
Now they got it. Now media take it. Everybody got it now.
And now 500,000 people are got their own opinions on it.
If this ain't a stunt, I don't know what it is.
Right. Okay.
And the problem is, there's people out there, media takeout, all them is making money off those clicks while he's home, like sobbing over a baby that ain't his.
Right.
If he is, because it could have been a tactic on his own. Like, you know what? I'm gonna use it because you see, he just gave us a hot 16 in that paragraph.
Yeah, that last part, he was.
Yeah, that last part was definitely a rhyme, or you know what I'm saying? It's definitely a bar. So we don't even know, this could have been a tactic on his behalf, just so he can get whatever attention. Because I don't know who the nigga is. I'm be honest.
You right. Okay. So we have another video. I don't know the context of it. I've seen the video before. It's a high school, and the parents were leaving the graduation.
Okay.
Do we know why?
You know why?
I don't know. I'm just asking you.
I don't know why either. I don't know why. But as the parents were leaving, the principal was saying, it's disrespectful that you're getting up. And it said, look who all is leaving, all the blacks.
I saw that video.
So that made the black students get up and walk their ass out as well. How y'all feel about that?
I mean, bad. Like, I'm walking out. Cause do we whoop her ass and then get a lawsuit?
It's literally our last day of school. Like, we can.
Because at this point, bye. Like, what you gonna do? The graduation already happened. Right. I'm out. I've already graduated. I got my credits. Bye.
Mm-hmm. Best friend.
But is she lying?
No, it was all the blacks.
Right. All the black people were getting up and leaving because the ceremony was over.
So
and
why is it offensive to call out what's happening? Let's play devil's advocate here.
Because it's the trigger words. You know the trigger words.
I know the trigger words. But again,
it's not even about the trigger words. It's an unnecessary statement. Mm-hmm. If you want to make a statement about everybody leaving and you're like, hey, the ceremony isn't over yet. Can you please be respectful and sit down because we're still trying to finish up this ceremony that is super disrespectful to all the kids who are still here trying to graduate, the staff and everyone, and put it together. If that's your statement, that's one thing. And then people getting up and leaving, it doesn't really matter. They didn't pay for seats. Like, the graduation is happening. Let them go. But for you to make the statement that you made because you feel some kind of way that the black people are getting up and leaving because you already have your own prejudice and prejudge and whatever.
Right.
It was an unnecessary statement. This is why getting up and leaving, because staying may have warranted her getting her ass whooped. I'm not even gonna hold you.
I agree. The right parent would have jumped on that stage.
The right parent would have got up on that stage because, and then there's no telling how much more, because from what I read when I saw it, because it was a few months ago.
Yeah.
What I read when I saw it, she was the one who was talking. She was like closing out the ceremony.
Yeah.
And a lot of the kids and the students already didn't like her because of her racist undertones and behavior. So when she got to talking, that's why they got up and left in the first place.
Racist undertones, best friend.
100%. Like this lady, I don't even know where this was, but clearly she's been wanting to say this. You know, she's been holding this little voice inside for so long, and she's been biting her tongue with it. So she's been wanting to say this for a long time, and she was thinking it. She just happened to say what she was thinking out loud.
Out loud.
At this point.
Yeah.
So she was
because
like,
her feelings was hurt.
Messed that one up.
Yeah.
Her feelings was hurt. So which normally happens, because I've definitely I was at a predominantly white school, and I've definitely heard people say things because their feelings were hurt based off of what
some trigger words
was said. So now it's like, girl, I don't care about none of that. That's because you're a black bitch. Oh, now I'm a black bitch. I didn't call you a white hoe, but we can have words if that's what you want to do. So I've definitely seen and been privy to people being upset, especially people being upset of other cultures because of certain situations, and then the only way that they know would trigger or make you upset is by using the verbiage of calling you black in a what's the word I want to use? It's right there, but I can't get it out. But in an undertone where it's coming off like aggressive.
Yeah, best friend went to an all black school, so he knows exactly what you're talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You experienced that, yeah, I know. I'm sure you did. I tried to be cool with all the only white people in some of the schools that was predominantly black. I really did.
Yeah,
them motherfuckers was cool, especially Elizabeth. That was my girl.
He all right.
But it's one of those things. Is like
your friend.
We live in a time, 2024, in a society where, like, you really can't say anything nowadays. Even if I say, hey, Kamala won this debate.
Kamala. Jesus fucking Christ.
Kamala. It's a wrestler. So if I say she won this one specific question, then I'm a supporter. But I'm just giving her credit or whatever case. If I say Trump won this one specific question, then I'm a Trump thumper. I'm a supporter.
Yes, you are. Yes,
like,
you are.
You can't disagree, because if I disagree with, like, oh, she didn't win, she didn't get that question, now I'm a racist. Like, if I say, oh, Trump didn't do this, oh, now I'm a racist, whatever. Like, we live in times where, like, everything is just so oversaturated with fucking
everybody's so sensitive.
Yeah.
Sensitivity that, like, we can't do anything now. Like, no matter what. Like,
that's why when you say, I'm middle of the road or I don't pick a side.
Yeah, like
you told me I pick a side.
Yeah.
I just shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? I don't, because I know either way, like, no matter what somebody's gonna. So,
like, we went, and you both don't need to agree, but I grew up in an area where it was a mixed area, and everybody said the N-word, and everybody was cool with it, and everybody hung out on the same corner, and everybody sold the same drugs, and everybody talked the same way, and everybody drank the same stuff on the corners.
Yeah, you did.
Right?
Yeah,
but it's one of those things where it's like, okay, then it was acceptable in a different time, but now it's not. Like, everything is just way too sensitive.
And there's still those neighborhoods, right, where it's okay. Like, a lot of the kids don't really trip on all of that. They not really big on the whole diversity part of it. Yeah, it's middle schools there. It's still areas. I have nieces and nephews that some are in predominantly white, some are in mixed, some are in predominantly black, and the ones that are in some of the mixed and the predominantly white schools, all of them say it. But we try to educate them and let them know, hey, they may not understand what this word means. Right. They may not understand the undertone or the racial undertone. Not all, because a good portion of them do understand what that word means and will use it as ammo against you. So you have to be, right. You'll use it as a rep. So you have to be cognitive and practice discernment in that situation with those kids. But at the same time, there are those who just grow up in the culture, loving the culture, and they adapt it. And it's really, really hard for us because a good portion of us, my father was in the civil rights movement. He died at 85. They walked with Martin Luther King. And he's telling me when they had the separation of the colored versus the whites only areas down in the South. And that was in the 60s. My mama was born in the 60s. She was dealing with people putting KKK on her locker because she was one of the first Black girls to go to an all predominantly white high school, which now is a super Black. It's a mixed high school now, but when she was going, it wasn't, and they put KKK on her locker. So these things for these people and for the people who grew up in this, it messes with them in a different way, because back then, yeah, you could laugh at it and everything else like that, but now it's kind of, I think, the fact that the history is being diluted, and I think that's what's making people pissed off. Is because we gonna laugh and joke about this, but understand the history behind it. So then it's not necessarily like I saw a Indian comedian the other day. He was talking about Black women and how they talk. Cracked me up. It didn't bother me none. However, I did see another comedian say some other stuff, and it touched me in a different kind of way. And I don't know if it's because of the difference in the races or if it was more or less the presentation of it.
It's probably the afflection of his voice.
It was the presentation, and that's what made me feel away, as opposed to, because it felt like he was just like really being goofy and being funny and making fun of certain stuff. The other one, it seemed like there was some hate behind it.
Okay. So I think to some of the stuff you said. So I think people who are weak look for weaknesses in others. So for example, if I'm in the hood and I'm the only white person, first thing they're going to do is point out the obvious, fucking cracker, honky, whatever, right? If Pablo's in an all white neighborhood and they get in an argument, first thing, what they going to do, right? Yeah. So, example, we were at the game the other night, and I hate this, and I would have slapped the shit out of this girl, but I tell Junior all the time, what's the first thing that they're going to do when they go after him, right? They're going to go after his weight. So this girl, they were arguing back and forth at the game, and he was like, well, the Bills suck. And she was like, and you're fat. And I've never seen him get offended. So first thing he said was, you're fat too and ugly. But again, that's the first thing they do is go after.
And he's not even fat. That's the crazy part. He's not even fat.
Right. So they always go after the obvious, and which is, I think it's just a coping mechanism because they can't come up with anything better or that's smart to do it right on the whim to where they're like, oh, well, you're whatever, right?
So the first thing they go off is what they see.
Yeah, you're fat, or you're white, or you're this,
or you're Black.
Yeah, it's stupid. I would have slapped that bitch if I was there.
Yeah, I know you would have. Well, shit.
Please don't slap the fat bitch.
So look, he doesn't cuss at all, and he was like, I would have cussed her out because I was in a different part of the stadium. He was like, well, I kind of pulled you, and he was like, I told her, you're fat too and fucking ugly, bitch. And I was like, good for you.
Not you clapping my nephew up. That's crazy.
I'm clap him up too.
So, yeah. Speaking of words and people using them as weapons, Cardi.
I thought we still talking about horrors.
Yeah, we still talking about the horrors. This is the horror. This is the horror episode.
Well, I got a question though, because I want to ask best friend.
I ain't gonna tell you who the whore is, but I'm gonna tell you this is the horror episode. Go ahead.
I got a question, best friend. I'm sorry, I don't mean to jump in.
Go ahead.
What makes Cardi a whore? No, because I want to know. I really want to know.
I said Cardi and Offset. He didn't say which one was the whore.
I think they both are. to answer.
Right? No, because when you first said, when I said something about Cardi, he was like, "Oh yeah, she's a whore too." He said that back earlier in the episode, so we running this back. So that's why I'm asking that question.
So I think when I say whore, I don't necessarily mean like, "Hey, you slept with 10 people this week," whore. I just mean overall persona, perception, your lifestyle, right? So like, what did she do before she got big, right? She was out stripping, taking dollars. She was robbing people, right?
She was dancing.
She was dancing and robbing people, right?
She was a hustler.
Hustler, whore. We can say different words, right?
No one told them to take a drink. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not buying that. You know, the stuff that she says. Like Offset's a whore. Like he's a piece of shit. Like I don't even know why she stayed with him. I don't know why she stayed with him as long as all the years she did.
Because she loved him.
I definitely think there was other stuff going on too when that fake text or tweet came out saying I slept with your boy, whatever. Like you don't know what happened. I think that shit's all real, and I think that's all legit. And if that is the case, then I think she's a whore for doing that because if he wasn't dead,
I agree with that.
You would be messing up you'd be causing some major stuff right now. Like somebody would wind up dead over a comment like that. Like, and if you're going to pull that, then that's some shady horse shit on yourself because you can't, like I just said, you can't man up and find something else to argue about. So you're going to try to bring somebody else in here and create a whole nother shitstorm.
Yeah. He went low and she went to hell. That's pretty much what happened.
So Offset was sending her pictures of him either fucking and his dick sucked by other women, right? So she was like, well, while I was pregnant, I was fucking your cousin. Like, what do we do? You know, I was fucking your friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, so these are the toxic breakups because when she announced that she was pregnant, she said they're getting a divorce. So these are the type of toxic breakups that damages everybody involved. Like, no one's coming out of this thing.
You're
the kids,
the whole family,
her,
the friendship,
everybody.
Everything.
Yeah. So, have you all been in not this toxic, but in a toxic breakup, like a toxic release from another person? Yes. It doesn't have to be like a relationship. It can be a friend because we have friend breakups too.
I had both.
Yeah.
I had both. I had one friend who stole money from me, and I was about to whoop her ass outside of the bank. And then I had another friend.
You want to drag her in there after you whoop the ass?
No, we were leaving the bank, and she was trying to steal money. We was splitting we lived together, and we were splitting the they give you the money back or whatever once you leave. And she was trying to take the half of the down payment.
So that's wild.
Yeah, so that was that. But her reasoning behind it was because she felt like our friendship wasn't the same, and she was moving out of state or something like that. And I'm like, girl. So it took for my stepfather, who's a police officer, to kind of calm me down because I probably would have went to jail that day. Another friend, it was my birthday, and I was trying to be on some it's my birthday. Okay.
Right.
And she got into it with another friend, and she brought me into the mess. And I'm like, girl, I don't have nothing to do with this. So I'm ignoring the situation, but she's steady doing this. Now, for me, I can ignore you for so long until I'm agitated and I can't ignore you any further. And so in that situation, it almost escalated for me until they grabbed me and put me in the car. And then I was like, okay. And then I just blocked her because I was like, at this point on, I've had this conversation too many times with you about you having an issue with somebody else and always bringing me in the middle of it. And I have nothing to do with it. So at this point, we're no longer friends.
Right.
I have nothing for you. Okay. And that was in relationship. Yeah. My marriage ended toxically.
Okay.
But I'm really good at, and you know this because we're good for this, but I'm really good at closing people off, blocking them off, and locking them the fuck out my life. I'm really, really good at being like, all right. And so that's what I did. But everything leading up to it was super duper toxic.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Okay.
Look who it is. Wife made him get off and shit. Made the phone call like, get off. I heard you talking shit, motherfucker.
So best friend.
I confirm or deny. So yes, I've had both. Like again, I'm like her, Ayla. I'm like friends and divorce. Obviously, my divorce was super fucking toxic. And
I was there for that one.
That shit created a whole bunch of shit. Like when I talk about like, so you guys don't know me deep personally, but when I say stuff, I really mean stuff. Like when people were going to come up missing, I really mean that in a sense of like, that's how bad it got. It was just easier to do that. Right. And
I know nothing.
Right. Nothing happened. So nobody's got
nothing
or
happened.
Anything. But it got to the point to where like, it was a very toxic, bad overall, we're good now. Like we actually get along a lot better.
I'm happy that y'all can be in the same room. I'm so happy about that.
But yeah, so that, and then I recently had a friend where it was a female friend, and we've been friends since high school, really, same amount of time as us, and she was going through some stuff, and I helped her out with some money, and then I helped her out with some money again. And I felt like she kept taking advantage of it for more money, and then she was like, "Hey, I'm going to pay this back, this back," and then she just disappeared. So then she popped back up, and I was like, "Hey, what's going on? Like, how you doing? Like, whatever. I got some stuff going on in my life, whatever." Okay, you told me like 6 months ago you're going to pay this back. Oh, I never said that. You told me I can have that. It turned into one from a loan to no. You said I didn't have to pay that back, and so at that point I was just like, look, I was like, this ain't where it needs to be. You got a lot of stuff going on. I ain't got time for this in my life. I tried to help you out. Like, keep the money. Just don't bother me anymore at this point. Like, and then she literally texted me like 2 days ago and was like, you're being stubborn. You haven't talked to me, whatever. Nope, not going to. Like, I don't need that. Like, you proved who you were. You begged me. It was like, look, I promise I'm going to pay you back. I do all this work for you and go out of my way. And then you come up with some BS and stuff. So.
No.
When it comes to money, I always say that this is how much it costs for you to get out of my life.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's why her brother about to go to jail for a long time for the stuff he did. Okay. So karma's a bitch.
Boost. Karma is sick.
Toxic breakup. Friendship, relationship, otherwise.
It was the face.
It's because the history and how we all met. Well, me and these gentlemen. So I like shit. Should I even tell that story again? I think I'd rather talk about toxic friends than toxic relationships.
Talk about
primarily because like I feel like I don't want to say like toxic breakups are black and white, but as a former alcoholic, or I don't even know if you can say former alcoholic, is that how that works? As a former alcoholic, I'll say that my toxic relationships were built around addiction. So that's neither here or there. Like once I got rid of the addiction, I got rid of the relationships because we was only bonding through that type of trauma. But the toxic friendships, man, I think learning that a motherfucker ain't your friend is so hard.
It is.
It's like one thing, because I've argued with both of you white men, and
I'm very toxic.
White man and Pablo. I've argued with both of y'all. But in arguing with y'all, I've never been like, man, they wouldn't have my friend. Like it's just like maybe I'm disagreeing with somebody. But when you really find out that, damn, bro, you was really hating. You was really hating. It cuts deep because for me personally, I'm not gonna trust to a certain extent like that again. Probably not that easy. Cause like again, like my bad relationships, I could chunk that up to horniness, like in dumb young shit and being drunk. But to be like, I thought that this person was a genuine individual, and now like I had two guys that I was real good friends with. But I realized I realized after a year being in LA, which I don't like, I'm not one of those people like I live in LA. I'm not one of those people. But I realized that they was competing with me. Like on like my life is better than yours. And I only realized it because my life started to take a turn where positive things were occurring. And I'm thinking like, all right, here we go. We on, boys. Come through. And no congratulations, the same. And you tell yourself, I've told y'all both this, George and best friend. You lie to yourself.
I just nigga said,
Yep, goddamn right.
Definitely gave your good men out.
Right, that was crazy.
But you lie to yourself, right? And you try to tell yourself, like, man, nah, it's all good. You make these excuses up until you really sit with yourself and you really have to be honest. And what's funny is, best friend, I was on the opposite spectrum of your story. Cat had loaned me some money. It wasn't a substantial amount, but it was a decent, amount of money. I had just gotten a job, but I told bro, when I get my job, when I get this raise, I'm going to propose to my girl. Now, the ring I bought my girl wasn't that much, but it was somewhere in the field of what the money that I owed bruh. I don't know if I'm wrong for buying the ring before giving bruh the money.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I need my money.
Yeah. If you need your $40 back.
Yeah, I need my 40.
Get it. But here's my thing. I would have loaned you $4,000.
I get you.
Look,
I understand.
If you wanna act an ass with me over something that damn well isn't substantial to you, because that's the thing about the loaning the money shit. Sometimes I feel like, and I ain't got no money to loan, so it's not like I loan people money. But like I feel like if I loaned you the money, like I said, I'm loaning you to get this shit and get the fuck out of my life. Because it's always gonna end up that way, that you're not gonna feel like it's that important, and I'm gonna feel it's important. Mm-hmm. So for that relationship that ended over that money, it was perfectly fine, bro. If $40 is gonna get you to want to kick me out, that's cool about me.
And that's why she pulled the thing on me, like, hey, you can take my wedding set and hold it for collateral. And I'm like,
she a whole junkie.
Yeah.
If you were talking about, like, if I was like, no, just keep the money, like, why would you be offering me your wedding set?
May I say something though? To Pablo's point of being like, I need my money. Okay, that's cool, bro. But if I know you have wholeheartedly loaned money out more than you loan me to a mutual friend, and you like that, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. So I think that's where I feel like the toxic friendship shit gets so juggled. That's why I rather talk about that, because that shit's not black and white. I know plenty of people think that I'm probably a toxic friend now. And
so let's say I'm driving home. I'm almost home. I run out of gas. The first thing I'm thinking about when I run out of gas on the side of the road?
Damn, if I had that $40.
If I had that motherfucking $40 that this nigga Keith took from me.
Yeah. Compliment from government.
Not me. The first thing I'm thinking about is like, yo, who can I call to come pick me up?
That's exactly right.
Like that 40.
I'm calling Keith. I'm like, Keith, bring your ass.
If you couldn't afford to loan that 40 out, then you shouldn't have loaned it out. Because if you run out of gas and you were thinking about that 40, that means you should never loaned it out.
Thank you, best friend. I hate that I'm always agreeing with best friend.
It took too long to give my money back.
But again, bro, the layer effect is this nigga lived with his mama and didn't pay no rent and definitely didn't need the $40, bro. You see my point? You see my point? you can be telling me that it's my fault that I owe you $40, that you got yourself in a situation where you ran out of gas.
Yeah.
Wow.
And if I loaned you 40 and I did that and you didn't pay me back yet, okay, that's on me. I shouldn't have loaned that out. So I can't be mad at nobody but me. Like, I got to figure out how to get myself some gas now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, ask y'all this.
I'm the bougie one because I'm just going to call AAA.
Yes, you are. They're gonna give you a whole free gallon.
Look, Ayla, like that little ass $40. I ain't even think about that shit. My ass out of here. And that's my point, dog. That's my point. Like, the toxic friendship shit is really a mindset thing. Because my thing is, bro, really loaned me less than $1,000 in a month span. I could have gave that nigga times 2 of what he loaned me if he needed that. But because you want to press me on some toxicity shit, and I don't even know if that word is real. It was close. On that level, and the truth is you sideline hating because this is the first time, mind you, I had ever been promoted at a job, and now you feeling some type of way. All right, man. Oh, okay. Is it really the $40 that got you pressed, or the fact that you're not the type of nigga that you can loan me 40 anymore? I'm good without that. You know, I feel like a lot of
counting your pockets.
Yeah.
He more mad because he can't beat you to get that $40 back. That's what he's mad about.
That's all. So the internet, after the whole back and forth between Cardi, they took sides, of course. People like Cardi in her bag, she going back to the old Cardi, she blasting them. Then other side was like, fuck Cardi. Why she had to do that to my man Set, this, that, and third, right? How do y'all feel about the people who are mad at Cardi for having sex while pregnant, but not mad at Offset for having sex while she's pregnant?
It's different, and you know that. It's like a woman.
No, I'm asking how do you feel? That's what I'm saying.
How do you feel about the people who have such strong hatred towards one or the other?
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, you want me to answer? I thought you were asking best friend to answer.
I'm asking all of y'all.
First and foremost, I guess how I feel.
Yeah, that's where we at with it.
Is why the fuck do y'all have an opinion? But I'm sure
they put it on Instagram.
I'm sure somebody's already said that.
They put it on Instagram. That's
what I feel is this, right? I feel like people are weird for judging scenarios that they deal with every single fucking day and using celebrities as a pedestal of what should be perfection. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Maybe this got something to do with me, maybe it don't. But I knew a person who got pregnant and they baby daddy left them at the hospital by themselves. And so they named the kid after the first baby daddy. Now, again, that is drama for your mama. That's also messy tea. But it don't matter because those two regular persons. But you mad at Cardi, the young lady who got famous originally from being in the strip club and being wild.
Dancer.
I bet, bro.
Allegedly.
Bet, bro. I don't give a fuck she was dancer. I don't really care. I don't get your money, sis. And you want me to believe that I should be upset at her for living her life, to which I, maybe you don't agree with. And I should be mad at the rapping dude with like 5 other baby mamas. This sounds like it's kind of up their lane of what they should be doing, right?
Because he had sex while she was pregnant. How dare he?
But the problem is you act like he wasn't doing this in her face. Like when things were going good and it was all behind the scenes, she knew he was cheating. She knew he was doing the dirt.
I mean, they was sleeping with women together.
Right.
So hold on. Best friend, hold up. Again. What we're not going to do is you're not going to act like you haven't had sex with a pregnant woman.
I have.
Okay. That's not your baby mama.
To Pooch's point, like I'm not judging them because the same stuff that they're doing. You called her a whore
3 times already.
Not because she was pregnant having sex, just because all the other stuff she did.
Oh, bro, I thought you said that. I thought you said best friend called the woman that was pregnant while he was having sex with her a whore 3 times. I was
he probably did. He might
have. Best friend giving back shots. Whore.
Yeah, but it's one of those things. Like Pooch said, is you can't cast stones on people when the same stuff's going on in your life. That you got friends, family, or yourself doing the same thing. Like I'm not judging her because she's giving it up. Like because I will gladly. Like I think pregnancy is the best in the absolute world. So if some pregnant lady walked down the street tomorrow and was like, "You want something?" Absolutely. Like yes, I'm that guy. But I just think that
what.
Cardi can't be mad now because if you brought another woman in the room with you, what do you think he's going to do when you're not there? He's going to keep doing the same thing because you've already allowed him to do that.
And from the very beginning of their relationship, women have been calling her and sending her videos like, "Hey, I got your man." From the very beginning.
I think what happens with women, kind of like Cardi. She needs to tap into her trauma. There's something underlying there that she really needs to deal with. Because I'm not going to say that they didn't kick off their relationship having sex with other women. At least I don't know that part, right? I know that it's been said that they have, but I know that there's women who will go to the lengths of having threesomes and doing things like that because they're trying to save their relationship and save their marriage. And this is the thought process that I'm going to do this. I'm going to save everything. We're going to have kids and that's going to save everything. And she was trying to exhaust everything to save it. And that's unfortunate. But I do agree with Best Friend and
Lord, I hate that sentence. Lord, I hate that fucking sentence.
I do. I agree with them that it's a lot of the people that's responding and having such strong opinions is because of their experience, their own personal experience, what they've been through. And so that's how they feel. Because you got a lot of women that's like there's whole dissertations about how Cardi got her lick back. Oh, Cardi back, Cardi in her bag, Cardi doing her thing. Yeah, Cardi tell that, and I'm like, y'all don't understand that this woman is traumatized.
She is.
Absolutely. Can I just say, Ayla just helped me think of something that I just thought about this in my head. Get your lick back culture is so toxic.
That's the highest. That's like one of the highest levels of toxicity.
I'm gonna say we. I'm sorry, Miss Ayla. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I believe that we all in this chat have probably got they lick back in some form of a way. And I'm here to say that it ain't worth
my lick back right now. That's crazy.
It ain't always worth it, bro. And and here's my problem why it's not worth it.
That's the worst part. You get your lick back and it's trash. You're like, bro.
And here's my thing: you're not healed because you're not healed. My issue is that, bro, you gonna be yelling on the internet for 10 years about this situation with this nigga. What I'm mad about, Cardi, is now you making it normalized to be like, you know what? My nigga ain't shit. I got a lot of money, but fuck that nigga. I'm gonna stay with him. He ain't shit.
Her kid's gonna be saying
he was at the hospital when she gave birth to the baby.
Like, and they made an entire song or album about their toxic ass relationship.
See what I'm saying? This goes back to my problem with Finesse. If I'm putting Finesse on blast because he putting out, goddamn, I'm not trying to say non-alpha male energy because that's crazy. But if you putting out some crazy,
real toxic now.
Do you hear me? If you putting out some crazy, my girl cheated, fuck her, but it's all good karma shit, then bro, you're setting a standard that's saying that type of shit is cool. Cardi, what the fuck, bro? I was let me tell you something. I'm only disappointed because I was on the Cardi train. Damn, that sounds crazy. I was a fan based off the come up because the come up was cool, bro. To watch her and her come up was super dope. But to Ayla's point, as a person who's dealt with my own trauma with relationships, it was very obvious to me when her similarities, because me and Cardi B the same age, when the similarities of what my toxic traits was, and I'm a broke nigga, to what hers were amplified with some money, I said, yeah, I would do the same thing if I was in your position and I had that type of money. Because money don't heal you, but boy, does it take away some of the pain that will happen to you.
I'd rather cry on a yacht. I'll tell you that shit.
Do you hear me? So let me tell you something. If I got my bills paid and I got, a couple of stacks in the bank, you cheating on me.
Yeah.
Whoops. Get off my back. Whatever. Because
he's been cheating and she still posted videos of like his birthday last year or something. Like, here's $1 million in cash or whatever it was for his birthday. Like, come on. You were paying for love.
That's her not knowing her worth and still dealing with the toxic trait of possibly I don't know her upbringing, but she's moving and behaving like somebody who doesn't either know their father or had a toxic relationship with their father. And go ahead, I'm sorry.
It don't seem like her dad was there. Her sister named Hennessy.
Respectfully, that's what I wanted Ayla to say. Because I don't like saying that as a man, respectfully, because I don't like pulling out the bag every time I have a bad tendency with a woman. I don't like issues. I got mommy issues. My mother used to yell at me and shit. Like, I don't want to go there every time. But you are 30 plus years old, shawty. You got
with kids.
My best friend,
girls. with girls, and you're
Girls.
allowing them to see this.
And so it's like, again, my point was, it was cute when me and her both were 22. And she was, it's a real nigga's birthday. We were ripping out pussy hairs, blah, 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 blah. I was on the internet. Y'all can go back, look at them videos. I was commenting like, yeah, I'm finna get drunk tonight. It's 10 plus years later, and you still out here making them same mistakes with the same nigga? Yeah. Girl, I don't even know them people from 10 years ago.
She grew up where if it ain't rough or difficult, it ain't love. That's her version of it. So
yeah.
And there's a lot of people that still walk around like that to this day. But like if it ain't difficult, they don't want it. If it's too easy, and the man loving on her, and there's no like
I'm
being suspicious, they're like, nah.
I'm gonna just say it straight up. My main issue with this whole subject matter ain't even like what people arguing about. My main issue is that 10 years from now, I don't want to see Shawty on Dr. Oz. Bro, there's been a slew of characters, and I do mean a slew of characters that are no longer on this earth that I'm like, damn, I would have never assumed that motherfucker was gonna be gone by this age. Some of them are like, we saw that coming, and some of them are like, wow. And to Ayla's point, she's kind of pushing towards that. She about to be in her Whitney bag. Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many years was we talking about Whitney before Whitney died? You know what I'm saying? Like, how many years was we joking about Whitney before Whitney died? And so, okay, we kind of laughing with you, Cardi, but to me, I'm not. This shit giving me the icks. I don't know.
All that money she got, she need to get them titties fixed. That's all I care about.
You know, as a person who's actually seen them motherfuckers on the internet, you right.
Yep. They look like flapjack titties. Them things, so man, get them things fixed.
She breastfed too, bro.
I don't care.
I mean, I meant that pre children. I ain't
pre-children. Yeah, she's looking wild. Her joint was cockeyed at pre-children. She had the biggest smalls. She had the biggest smalls pre-children.
It's the fact that y'all are commenting on this woman's body, like all of our bodies, like y'all shit is in order.
Nope,
mine is.
No, and it is not.
It's in the wrong order, but it's in order.
I got 3 nipples. I got 3 nipples in a mole.
Best friend built like a black man. He big up top with little legs. So you know.
Is that a black man?
This is true.
Black man don't do leg day. Black man don't do leg day.
Best friend
Which black man?
He also smells like a black man.
That's the West Coast, whatever coast y'all on. Men is what you saying?
That's San Diego time.
Yeah, that's Pooch. That's Pooch now. They don't do legs over there.
No, only breasts and thighs.
See, there you go. But yeah, that was dope, man. I like that conversation. Best friend, your time, brother.
So we had
hold on. I did it wrong. I'm sorry, I did it wrong. So, best friend, this is a segment that best friend has. It's his own. It's a sack question. Best friend goes into a sack. He pulls out a question from the audience. Most of the time it's a European woman, but you know, they have questions for us to answer, and we answer it. There you go, sir.
So a couple weeks ago, we had a question where the girl, I forgot the name of the type of masseuse or whatever it was.
Something erotica.
Yeah. It's basically you go to a masseuse where
they give you a happy ending.
It's like a happy ending masseuse where they give you a full rub down, everything, whatever. Like, but it's like legit. Like it's these new things you see on TikTok, whatever. So we move forward now. So the girl was unsure if she should go to see a male masseuse. She went. Now she's in a deeper relationship or conversationship with this person where they have become intimate. But wait, there's more. He has a girlfriend.
Of course he does.
She has a boyfriend.
Of course she does.
And now he is trying to get her to basically have a threesome in the erotica, whatever world that is.
Nuru erotic massage.
Yeah, Nuru erotic massage, right. So her question is, should she continue this And I'm like, first of all, like you have a boyfriend, he has a girlfriend. My question to her was, what if homeboy says, I want you to leave your boyfriend? Where's the next step go? But her question is, should she continue to have fun and go along with the rules because she doesn't feel like anything's going to come out of it?
Ooh.
Before, her first question weeks ago was, should I just go and try this thing out? Is it safe? Is it whatever? There was no boyfriend, girlfriend.
That was a month ago. Yeah, that was like a month ago. She was asking, should she go?
Now she's saying, should she continue to basically have a threesome at this point?
Ayla, you're the guest. What you think?
You can tell by the look on her face, like, girl, get your life together.
That's exactly my thought. First and foremost, this man does this for a living, which means you're not the only woman that he's done this with. Mm-hmm. There's nothing special about you and anything of that nature. And secondly, is that how little you think of your relationship with your man in the first place, that you are willing to consider to go out and do all this extra shit, and you're supposed to be in a relationship? How about you decide if you want to stay in your relationship while you have all this fun, or if you want to leave your relationship and have all this fun, or if you want to stay in your relationship and include him. Ask him, can your man come along, and see how fun that'll be. And I'm sure he's going to say no, because I'm 100% sure that's not how that man operates. That man operates in the space of, I do these massages, I link up with these women, I give them happy endings, they know about my girl, I play on their emotions, and then me and my girl, we fuck.
We split the tips.
We split the tips. So now, not only are you paying them, not only are you giving them your money, you're giving them your pussy. You have no power. I'm going to need you to go ahead and tap into your power. Think about what it is about yourself that's saying, oh, I want to do all of this crazy shit. And then determine if you really love your spouse enough to just let them go. That's the main point. You can't be in a relationship and then be out here having all this fun. That contradicts the fact of you being in a relationship. There's too many single people out here that really want to be in one.
Facts.
And that's all I got to say about that. Because I will go on a tangent. Because I'm just like, girl.
Go ahead, Pooch. She didn't know she wanted a massage a month ago. She ended up going. He slid in like he was supposed to.
He planned to dick her down.
Yeah.
So again, this is what happens when niggas like FinesseTwoTimez, Cardi B, Offset are leading the way.
And that's who you follow.
And again, I don't want to sound like a bean pie slanging brother.
Yeah, that's what you sound like right now.
Come on, Uncle Tom.
But you entertaining motherfuckers just do not know how you influence the stupidity of other people, because I ain't blaming no celebrity, but I'm just gonna say, at one point in my life, maybe I would listen to a rap song and think that's cool. I can't wait to do that. Maybe I used to watch music videos with people who are now in jail for doing salacious things, and I thought, damn, I want to one day do that. Maybe. I don't know, man. But to say that you really got to question what you want to do with your relationship or what you want to do.
But they only a month in, though. So she can still question it, though. Like she could, there's still the question moment. Like this month,
let me try to figure it out. So I'm gonna make a point that nobody really asked about, but I'm just gonna say from the standpoint of her, the nigga that she's cheating on. Bro, you really don't know what you got, huh? You really don't know what you got.
He don't know what he got.
And Ayla made a great point. There's a lot of people who are single who want what he want to provide, but you probably, and now I'm mad at him. How the fuck you don't see what the fuck you got going on? Cause like, bruh, as a nigga who met y'all with a lot going on, and I ain't finna get into what I had going on, best friend had no problem telling me your person got a lot going on. You know, you can keep trying to pretend like you don't see that, but that it. And so now I'm mad at bro. Like, what's because how's she getting away this long? Well, like, unless bro giving her quick 15 minutes, or like there's just
I'm going to the massage parlor. That's an hour. That's an hour easy.
How often?
Once a week.
So look, here's my point.
That's why I go to massage envy and massage envy only.
Man, Ayla said something earlier about Cardi knowing her worth, right?
Yeah.
Then she said, hey, you're not the first person this guy has proposed this to. You're just the weakest one that's given into him. Yeah. So he's basically like a dominatrix, and you're the sub. He's looking for a victim. He's looking for a sub that he can do this to, because I'm sure 10 other women said, nope, I'm not willing to do that. I don't want to have sex with you. I don't want to have a threesome with you. Like, what are you talking about? Like, this is supposed to be I know what kind of job it is, but at some point there's a line.
There is a line.
There should be a line, you know, and I'm sure a lot of people's like, no, I'm not crossing that line. And then you got some people, like, you can just tell them that they're pretty and like, oh my God, you're the most beautiful, and they'll cross whatever line you want. Like, come on. Like, this guy is manipulating her.
Okay, but because of the type of massage it is, right? Are we blaming him?
No, because
she knew what she was getting into.
Right, because the type of the massage, the end game is to slide in, right? It's not to take the knot out her shoulder. It's to put a knot in a motherfucking pussy. Like, that's the end game, right?
I think I honestly think that this girl is having a situation in her relationship that even made her to do that in the first place.
Yep, she's trying to fill a void.
Mm-hmm. It's something she's trying to get filled. Yeah, because I've seen a bunch of those massages all the time, and with what I do, sometimes they'll slide in my DM and say, "Hey, we doing a special. We come to Chicago, blah 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 blah." And even now that I'm single, I still am not interested. But even when I was in a relationship where I wasn't getting the attention that I wanted and getting the fulfillment that I needed, it was still nothing that I wanted to do, because I'm like, dude, I don't know how many other girls you doing. Like, that's disgusting. I already got a whore of a husband. I'm not trying to be out here.
Yeah, y'all will keep using that word today, huh?
So whore. I think it started off like, I think he plays the professional role of, it's just hands involved. Mm-hmm. This is just hands massage, hands sensuality, whatever. Like, and then I think he preys on them. Oh, does that feel good? Whatever. Can you, like, I saw one of the texts. He was like, damn, I think I deleted it. But it said something along the lines of, like, you felt so good. I wish I could do more with more. Mm-hmm. So it started off one of those. So the guy knew what he was doing from the beginning. This is his scam that he's running on people. Mm-hmm. So I think she's going to wind up losing whatever good things she got at home for this guy who's got a girl who's not going to want to be with her. And it's just one of those typical situations where she's going to be left on an island by herself. Everybody else is going to be, the boyfriend's going to be hurt. These people are going to move on to the next victim. And then she's just going to be devastated.
And he might be careful, because the boyfriend fuck around and go up there, and it's going to be something.
Yeah.
That part.
I mean, now they on the news.
Because I don't think
now everybody on the news. That's why I be trying to tell people.
Right. Instead of we just at home chilling, watching fucking Netflix, now we on the news.
It ain't even worth it, Gary. It ain't even worth it.
Yep.
She ain't even worth it, Gary.
Or just leaving people alone. I don't know why people continue to hold on to people you don't want to be with or you don't like. Or
because people get comfortable. Like. Mm-hmm. That's all it is.
Well,
you get comfortable, and you're scared to change that, and you don't want to start over. You know, I don't want to start over and tell Pooch all my new secrets that, like, Pablo knew about me. Like, I don't want to give anybody else the new dirt on me. They think I'm crazy.
See, that's why I differ, because I love starting over this bitch. Let me tell you something. This shit ain't working out. We gonna hit kick rock shop, because I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I mean, I'm with my wife, but I'm telling you, I sure wasn't finna let my girlfriend slow me down for me, my wife, before I met my wife, because I ain't had time for that shit. Nope.
I'm gonna keep it pushing. Because at the end of the day, like, I know whoever my person is out there for me, so I'm gonna keep on going. And I enjoy the art of getting to know somebody and getting to learn somebody. I enjoy that. So for me, it's not a big thing, but I know that for a lot of other people, sometimes it's just safer to just stay in a space. But at the same time, I think people need to realize that it's sometimes super unsafe for you to stay in that space.
I chunked it up to like an amusement rides back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, and knowing that I don't need to ride your motherfucking ride that many times. No, I don't like this fucking ride. So if it gets up to me, I ain't got that motherfucker. As we did, I'm gonna get out. You know what I'm saying? And so
them damn tilted cups
for me, like, do you hear me? So for me, it was easy to be with the person I'm with, because I was like, oh, okay, you straight. I don't want to get off this ride. Like, do we go like this? Yeah, but this ride cool. But you know, and I'm with you, Ayla. That best friend said it is fear and comfort, because you know, you don't want to start over, you don't like to start over. But again, as I said earlier, the reason why I'm mad at the boyfriend, and obviously it's just a month in, so he probably don't know. But you know the feelings when you probably should be getting the fuck out of a relationship. If you don't know what that feels like, that probably means this is probably your first relationship. You slow, or you just slow, because
or he not healed yet. He not healed from the last joint he was in.
Yeah.
Well, she the one with the money, so he comfortable.
So what's killing me, right? What's upsetting me about this whole story?
You ain't became the masseuse yet? That's what you mad about?
5 weeks ago, this motherfucker didn't have nobody, right? And I was on here. I said, since she's single, go ahead and do this shit. So I'm feeling fucking responsible that she out here hoeing and flowing.
You called her cheat.
You didn't know she had a relationship.
No, she didn't. She was single at the time. She was like, I'm single. I ain't know if I want to go and try it out. So I said,
so was she a boyfriend the next day?
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
It's a 14-day rule.
On a 14-day rule.
Yeah. The 14-day rule. You become a hoe rule.
Yeah, so soon as the episode came out, 14 days later, she had somebody. That's crazy.
But she was already sexing the
thank you.
The masseuse dude.
See? Right. So because our homegirl said we should go do this. And she was like, I don't know if we should do it or not. So I was like, fuck it, do it.
And then you probably sharing peen with your homegirl too?
Exactly.
Some of y'all just need to stop being in relationships. Just don't be in one. Just don't do
it. Did Ayla say sharing peen with your homegirl?
Yeah. So Ayla,
that's nasty work.
We haven't had a brand new guest in a long time.
Okay.
But for every guest that come on here, we have this one question. And it's just for the guests. What is your toxic trait?
My toxic trait is that I give too much too fast.
Pussy or feelings?
Feelings, not pussy.
Just asking. 2 weeks, remember.
Nah, I'm not a 2 week.
You're not a 14-day rule girl.
I'm a 14-day rule girl. I'm a sex coach. I don't need sex to know that I like you. I need to have intimacy to know that I want your peen inside me in the first place.
And thank you for keeping your peen off camera this time. Appreciate you.
It's in the box over there.
Yep.
She got a dick in a box.
Yeah, big black dick.
A dick in a box. It is a big black dick.
Yeah, she got a big black dick in the box.
Big black dick.
Yeah. Leaves Uncle Pooch out.
Yep.
They got him in best friend color too.
What color is that?
It's kind of like a peach.
Beige.
you put the beige on the shit here. Do you put it down there too to make sure it's all one color still?
No, that's it. After here, there's no hair.
There's no hair.
Oh, I forgot you is a bald.
Hairless from the chin down.
I forgot you do. You is a balding. Yeah, you told me.
Not a balding.
Yeah, he likes germs and diseases on himself. That's all. But yeah. Pooch, thank you for coming through, bro. It's been a long time. Appreciate you, Miss Ayla. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
You know, we're gonna definitely use your your parts as clips because you was in here cooking. Not so much Pooch part, but we gonna use Ayla's part.
Pooch, you did an
Best
amazing
friend.
Thank you.
You know what it is, bro.
You too.
Thank you.
Any last words for the people out in the world?
I hate people.
He need to stop lying, y'all.
They love you though.
He only act like that on this podcast. Get best friend on another podcast. He be all emotional and sad.
I was on the other podcast the other day talking about this podcast about how I hate people.
Yeah, he hate people.
Also,
no, what you should say is get him outside of this in front of his house. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's fucking Charlie neighbor there. He's like, hey, how you doing, Bob? Hey, how you doing, Steve?
Absolutely.
Hey, what's going on?
That's because the neighbor just happened to pull up today when you were here. When the neighbor was like, "Oh,
right.
how you doing, Mike?"
Man in uniform too. Man in uniform. I was a little nervous.
It's only because on the East Coast, y'all can keep y'all internet and y'all personalized, persona separate. So, best friend out there.
Best friend has a lot of friends outside of.
Best friend has a ton of friends outside.
Best friend out here denying loans.
I'm sorry.
All day.
People call best friend outside of this.
I feel like best friend is best friend a Taurus?
No, a March Pisces.
Oh, that makes sense too.
I have no idea what any of that shit mean, but cool.
That's all right.
Pooch is a Gemini. Don't mind him.
No, I know exactly what that means.
June at that. So.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep, exactly.
14th. It all makes sense.
It all makes sense.
So, well, since nobody had no kind words for the folks, I'm gonna say this. Wait longer than 2 weeks, people. You don't know what the fuck can happen in 2 weeks. Okay, you can get back with your person in 2 weeks.
You can get pregnant, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you is gonna, the break as like fucking friends, if you do to take wear fucking condoms, bro. Plan B ain't for everybody. They got a weight limit on it now, so just wear condoms, bro. Like, be careful out there. So, for me, best friend. Oh, Halloween party, Sarkarigan Studios, October 26th. Come through. We dressing up as your favorite 90s character. Do what you gotta do. If you want to donate, if you can't make it and donate, just donate. SMG Cares. We appreciate it. We'll take that money. We'll put it into costumes and drinks and all that good shit. Ayla, tell them where they can find you at, ma'am.
Oh, okay. So you can find me, not call me.
Oh, you can call me?
Please. You can find me on Instagram at The Pleasure Principle Zone. You can also find me on TikTok at The Pleasure Principle Zone. And then you can find me on Facebook. First name, Ayla. Last name, you got to find out which one it's me.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? If you pick the wrong one, I feel sorry for you. Pooch, where they can find you at?
Right there, wherever this thing is. I don't know where to point at. You see the tag.
It's by your right shoulder.
Yeah.
Yep, right there.
Right there. On all platforms. On all of them. All of them. Appreciate y'all for letting me come back. And
bro,
very nice.
We never said you couldn't. You just busy.
No, best friend said that I was fake as fuck. I think it was something along the lines like that.
I say you were busy. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm gonna speak for myself. I say you were busy.
I talk shit all the time, so I probably said worse than that.
Well, you're white, so I expect that. Thank you.
Best friend, you want to tell people where they find you?
Fuck no.
Care?
Don't care.
So if y'all want to find best friend, just put the hey in front of his name right there, and then you'll find him. Okay. He's never on Instagram anymore.
No, can I just say?
Every time he gets on there, he gets in trouble. So he's never on Instagram anymore.
I'm on Facebook jail right now and Twitter jail right now.
Exactly.
Best friend, how can you be like, why are we ain't blown up, and then be like, I don't give a fuck?
Exactly.
Like, bro, the dichotomy.
Like, why they don't give us? I don't give us sponsorships. I don't fucking like people.
The dichotomy, and you've been up to this for like 6 years now. You've been on a running train to make people not like you.
Exactly.
And they still like me.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they like the honesty. That's why. So, but just remember these things. You're not a hoe. They just hating, and you're not trash. You're somebody's treasure, and that's word to Mundo. And until next time, we out. Best friend on you.